All right, a very good day to you. Welcome to yet another episode of the program. What now? My name is Dansofo Jr. and today we have in the studio one of the foremost aspirants in the forthcoming Kogi House of Assembly election. In the state, I have Job Daniel Amana in the studio. Welcome to this episode of What Now?
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, to begin with, 2027 election is very near, and a lot of people just like yourself already, beating their drums. For you, let's quickly get to know who is Job Daniel Amana.
Okay, Mr. Dansofo, thank you so much for the privilege to be on this podcast.
Okay.
My name is Job Amana Daniel. I'm from Ofu local government. I'm an IT expert and a procurement specialist. I work with the World Bank project, and I'm a politician.
Okay, you have been in the corridor of politics for a while now. Tell me, what has been your experience on the Kogi political sense?
Yeah, like you rightly said, of course, I've been in politics for quite some time, from the time of Alhaji Bro to Governor Idris Wada to Yaya Bello and now. And I've gathered lots of experience as regards to governance and leadership.
Yeah.
So it's something that within me, I know that I can handle if given the opportunity when it comes to good governance and good leadership skills.
Okay, let me ask you, what inspires you to contest, to occupy the Ofu Constituency, seat in the Kogi State House of Assembly? What inspires you, what motivates you to contest in this forthcoming election?
Okay, like I have been advocating for a very long time, specifically for my people, the good people of Ofu Constituency, as it regards to basic amenities, infrastructures, and good governance. Why I was in MDG many years ago, within the little power at my disposal, I was able to influence some projects to Ofu, not just Ofu, Kogi as a whole.
Okay.
And then, as a result of my late boss, pharmacist Nasir Yunusa, that was the former chief of staff, to the former governor of Kogi State, now late. So from there, we're able to give out basic amenities and some infrastructures ranging from boreholes, motorized boreholes, primary healthcare centers, hospitals. We did a lot of things as far as MDG projects is concerned. And then we moved to Government House when he became the chief of staff to the governor. While there also, we're able to touch one or two lives. And when Alhaji Bello came on board, yes, he actually gave me the opportunity to serve in the World Bank project as one of the management staff, and which I sincerely appreciate him for that, because he's a kind man. He's a leader.
Yeah.
And by so doing, I am opportune to also touch lives. If not for the funds, what I have personally done for the people of Kogi East, I shouldn't be talking about assembly, but something higher.
But in that case, it means that your rank actually, or you have outgrown the level of assembly, in so to say, because if you say you have done a lot for the Igala people, it then means you should be aiming at rep or the Senate.
Yes, you're very correct, but I must start from somewhere.
Okay.
So of course, but because when what I actually meant is from the 9 local governments we have, And due to the opportunity given to me by His Excellency Alhaji Bello and also Governor Usman Ododo, because he's the one there, he has paid lots of counterpart funds for the project, which is why we are even able to intervene. What we do basically is rural road infrastructures. We build roads and markets. And as I'm talking to you from my own federal constituency, let me just keep it short at that. Um, I've been able to bring roads there from Ofu to Igalamela to Ida.
But
Even markets.
okay, does the state government has hand in all of this project?
Yes, of course.
So that means dividends of democracy from the state government, especially under the leadership of Ododo, is actually touching the people.
Yes, this is not disputable. You know, sometimes when I see people making noise on social media that what has the governor done in terms of infrastructure, I just laugh, and I tend to bring most of these proofs out for them to see. You know, in World Bank project, you see people saying, is it not World Bank project? It can't be World Bank project if the government doesn't pay counterpart funding.
Oh, there's an amount of money.
Yes, billions of naira for the project to exist.
Happen, okay.
So, and from the inception of Governor Yaya Bello, he paid lots of money to make the project come to life. Yeah. So, and then when Governor Odudo came on board, he continued from where the governor stopped, which is why the project is still running. So, the counterpart fundings from the state government joining with what the World Bank gave to us is what we're using to fund.
So when you say World Bank project is going on, it doesn't really necessarily mean that it's only the World Bank that is doing it's a collaborative effort between the World Bank and the state government doing the project.
Exactly. In fact, I can even put it straightforward that the project is owned by the state government because it is project funds. Outside the fact that the state government is giving us counterpart funding to add to what the bank is giving to us, these funds belong to the state because these facilities are not they are not grants, they are loan to be paid by the state government back. So these are not grants. So when people say it is a World Bank project, I said no, this is a state government project. It's just that
what is being borrowed?
Yes, we are both. You understand, and then the state government is doing their own part to ensure that this happens. Let me give you an example from part of our interventions that are ongoing. Let me speak about the Idafra constituency. There are some roads that we've taken to other Idafra constituency, but maybe some other time I'll talk about that. But for the sake of the assembly, let me talk about the Idafra constituency. You know, there are roads, asphaltic roads that we are presently building. We have a few of them at Igalamela.
Okay.
Yes, ongoing. If you've been following my monitoring activity for the past few weeks on my social media handle, you see where I visited those sites with proofs. The drainage works are ongoing. That's the concrete works. The earthwork are ongoing, and very soon you see that the surface dressing will commence.
So in summary, you have influence in allocating some of this road project in your constituency.
In fact, as a matter of fact, where I come from, which is Ejule specifically, there's a road I brought forward, which they are building at the moment. That's from Ejule to Okabo. Okay. Now, why I decided to fix or to include that road there is, most times those coming from Mayingba, they tend to pass through Gidibejo Junction to Ejule, and then those coming from Lokoja. So once this road is built, you don't need to go and start following these long distance roads. Or you know to just follow that short road, just within the pace of 5, 8, 10 minutes, you're already where you're going to. So, and then there are other roads that we have included, even where I come from, primarily, that is Alaijima.
Yes.
The roads have been included in our projects, which it will be built in the second phase of this coming project.
Okay, so tell me, why now? Why do you want to go into the Kogi State House of Assembly representing Ofu at this time?
Okay. From records, I have actually tried to get this position uh, 2 consecutive time.
Okay.
This time making it 3, and uh, it- being in the House of Assembly, just like I am in a project at the moment, and I'm able to influence one or two to my community, my constituents.
Yeah.
Um, being in the house will give me the opportunity to be able to do more. Just that office alone can enable me to um, move to places and then bring in projects, developments, and other activities to my constituents. So, you know, it's just that seat, that name alone can enable me to do something more
So,
for my people.
what are the specific problems? 3 specific problems that you have identified in Ofu that you wish to use the office to solve.
Youth empowerment,
Okay.
definitely. And then basically, there's this infrastructural uh, uh, um, facility that is lacking, which is water. Yes, and some person might ask how much is the assembly members taking, and you want to build or sink so many boreholes. But it's not just about what they take or the salaries. I don't even know what they are taking as salaries, but for the fact that that office is there, and then
Can enable influence.
yes, I can leverage on my office to move to places where possibly those that are there at the moment don't have idea of, and then tell them, please, for XYZ community, I need borehole, I need primary healthcare centers, I need schools.
Hmm.
In fact, I need grants for the women, the market women. So there are so many things uh, I'll be able to do with the office. It's not all about what I don't think the office has a specific allocation that comes in. So, but there are
Aside this that you have mentioned, there are youth, there are women who are actively involved in politics and even ensuring your victory.
yeah.
So, if given the mandate to serve, elected as the House of Assembly member representing Ofu State Constituency, what plans do you have in mind for the youth and for the women who will definitely support you in this struggle?
Yeah, I am an IT person, yeah, as well as a procurement specialist. We have so many of our youths that are not doing anything. There are skills, there are ICT skills that will bring on board to enable the youths learn digital skills that can help them get
Become
jobs.
reliant?
Yes, you understand. Instead of sitting idle and engaging in thuggery or other political irrelevancies. So on the youths, then for the women, we can also draw down grants that can enable them get access to funds to boost their businesses. Let me give you an example. Um, let's assume I'm a member of the House of Assembly representing Ofu at the moment. There's a project called Nigerian for Women.
Okay.
Yeah, project. It's a World Bank project. It's basically focused in empowering women. Yes, women and some other groups like that. So, as a member of the house, I can walk down to the office and meet whoever is in charge and tell them, please, this is my constituency. I need so, and so for them. There's also a project called Agile Project. It's actually a girl child initiative, World Bank funded project that empower the girl child. I can also walk down there and tell them, please, I need XYZ. There are other World Bank project that specializes in or focused in
On women.
we have talked about women also on infrastructures,
Okay.
on grant empowerment. I can move the just having the office alone, giving the leverage to meet one or two.
Okay.
I have this mapped out on how I'm going to achieve this, and
Okay.
I wonder why people are not using the opportunity to get because uh, I'm in ramp at the moment. But I'm able to influence jobs of multi-millionaire. I don't think any of those jobs there is less than 300 million that I've brought to.
So you have given job to people in this state, in this country?
No, I'm talking about the road. Yes, indirectly,
Okay.
I have. That's the roads I influence to my community. None of those roads is less than the 300.
Okay, I want to ask you, there are other people who are aspiring just like yourself
Mm.
to contest, to represent your people in the state assembly. What makes you different? What puts you ahead of them?
You asked a question before this. I can simply put that my ability to bring in those things I've listed makes me different from them because I've seen people serve for 4, 8 years without a visible, tangible things
Okay.
yeah to show for. So if I'm able to bring one or two, not being a house member, imagine me being a house member, what I'll bring forward. So
The election in Nigeria, like you know, is not cheap, so to say. It involves money, it involves connection, it involves who you know. Considering these two, money and influence, do you think you have these two that can guarantee your success in the forthcoming election?
okay, yeah, influence I have. Money, I don't think it is appropriate to say I have money or I don't have money. But what matters the most is uh, the stakeholders are putting you forward to say, okay, go and represent us. I think once that is done, the election is halfway won. You know, putting a credible, a popular candidate is something that wins the election. And
So are you
I'm
popular? Are you
certain-
popular in your place?
Definitely,
Are you known?
I'm very much known. I am popular. In fact, I am well known. As far as Job Amana Daniel is concerned, I'm well
So if I
known.
go to for any part of Ofu and I say I'm asking of Job Amana, somebody should tell me about you, a few things about you.
Yes, higher percentage of persons, yeah, of course, knows because my footprints are there.
Okay.
Yes, things I've done for the people are there. So higher percentage of persons knows who Job Amana Daniel is.
If you are elected today, how would you be accountable to the people? What are measures put in place for people to assess your impact as House of Assembly member?
Okay, I'll simply answer this question by referring you to what I'm doing at the moment. Like I earlier said, a few weeks ago, I was on site to monitor the progress, the milestone achieved by the contractors on site to ensure how far they've gone in executing their jobs. So if I'm elected, definitely there will be periodic or quarterly meetings to engage with the people, the stakeholder, town hall meetings to tell them, okay, in fact, the projects, the jobs, the activities I'm going to influence down will speak more for me. So there will be regular checkup to ensure that, okay, whatever is on ground is being properly monitored.
Okay, specifically, people will want to know what are you bringing to Ofu State Constituency?
Youth empowerment and projects.
Okay. Now, if you fail to deliver, if you are elected and you fail to deliver as Job Daniel Amana, representing Ofu State Constituency, what should the people do to you?
I've always said this. Say the best way to continually win an election is to perform. So definitely, the people has their right, which is their voters card, to vote any non-performing politician out. So it's a non-negotiable thing. Whoever is not performing, you don't have to keep that person there. Use your PVC and vote the person out. It's not the fact. It's not the one that okay, somebody is there for 8 years, for 4 years, there for 8 years, and we want to go for another 4 years without having something to show for. It's not done anywhere. So I expect by the time I'm elected in my 4 years and I'm not performing or I have not done anything tangible to show for physically, when the time for election come, you don't even need to tell me that I'm not needed. Use your PVC and vote me out.
So there's an assurance that you will do better than the people that have been there.
Of course, I have garnered a lot of experiences from people I've worked with, from my place of assignments, and then from my personal knowledge and skills. I believe once I am elected, definitely I'm going to perform and I will perform very well. And that will not only end there. Once I perform, I can move to another stage in terms of politics.
Okay, thank you so much. You've spoken a lot. But before we wrap up this session, there is something very important in politics, and that is the grassroots, the stakeholders, the people who the
kingmakers,
the kingmakers. You understand, like the first stage of winning. Are you in good terms with stakeholders in your local in your local government, in your constituency, and even in the states? You know, there are key people who are decision makers. How popular, how accepted are you amongst them?
Yeah, I'm well accepted by majority of them as my consultation still continues. Uh, Basically those from my constituents. I have lots of stakeholders from where I come from, and I can tell you for free that they are nice people. I have the deputy governor, whom we come from the same place as His Excellency Elder Joel Oibo. Yes, I have the House of Rep member. We come from the same place. Yeah, I have I think we come from the same how will I call it, districts.
Okay.
Yes, some of us might not come from the same place like village or but we're in the same district. As we have the minister from my side, and I have the former zonal APC chairman, Afa Nasir. Yeah, so and these are people that I have one-on-one relationship with. These are people I respect so much. I tag them as critical stakeholder as far as Ofu constituency is concerned, and they are the major decision maker. Yeah, one word I would love to leave behind is in selecting whoever is going to represent Ofu constituency. I would want them to, first of all, look at capacity, look at experience, look at intellect, and look at the willpower. In using this criteria to choose whoever is going to represent the good people of Ofo, I think it will do us a big deal outside other interests.
Yeah.
A sellable candidate, someone young, someone accessible, someone intelligent, someone agile, and someone that is ready to serve.
It will definitely make the work so easy.
So easy, because as far as I'm concerned, if I'm given the ticket, I don't think they will have issues in the general election, be it ADC or SDP or whichever party opposition is coming from. The members in those other party would definitely vote for me because I have a personal relationship across board, irrespective of political party. So me having the ticket is a plus for our people and for the APC.
All right, thank you so much. You have spoken a lot, and we wish you well. But before you go, what is your message for the people in your constituency, especially the voters and basically the decision makers?
Yes, let me start with the stakeholders, the decision makers, the kingmakers. I want to thank them for, in fact, having me come from their constituents. And I want to thank them in advance uh, for considering me in advance.
Yeah.
And then for the voters, for as many that are going to come out to vote for the primary election, one thing I'm going to leave with them is I will make them proud. So they should come out in mass and vote for me for the primary election. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so much for coming, Job Daniel Amana, aspirant for the forthcoming House of Assembly election in Kogi State, representing Ofu State Constituency. We wish you well, and we
Thank you
hope
so
that
much.
you become the famous and the favorite candidate for
Yeah.
from the Aziz.
Thank
All
you
right,
so much.
thank you so much. Until next time, we hope to bring another person again for this discussion. My name is Dansofo Usman Jr. Don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and more importantly, subscribe. Until next time, bye for now.